Good evening, guys. Give me a minute. Let me connect my mic. I'm sorry, I didn't connect it on time. It's usually connected, but sorry for that. So let's start. Okay, guys. I believe you can hear me right now. So good evening and welcome to tonight's live stream, like we normally do here every Monday by 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock South African time, depending on the time Big Brother ends his nomination process. I'm here to talk about nomination and the head of house game that was played and who was up for nomination and how we got there. Guys, I welcome each and every one of you. Let me just use this opportunity and say a massive thank you to all of you for joining. If this is your first time coming across my channel, my name is Chuks, and on this channel, I talk about Big Brother, everything going on in the house, updates, anything going on. Like today, guys, there's news, and I'm going to share it as we progress on this video. And to my returning subscribers, I want to say a very big, massive shout out to each and every one of you. You guys are the reason why I keep doing what I'm doing. So without wasting much of your time, let us get into the topic of today. As you can see from the heading, guys, the likes of Sweet Guluva, Nate, Mshini are up for possible eviction. And without, for some of you that have been asking, and also for a lot of people that has had their opinion, yes, Uyanda received a strike today for what happened, whatever transpired between him and Jojo on Saturday. And up until now, I still don't understand how it all started. And from the conversation or from the reasons Oyanda gave during his nomination today, it shows that he didn't just start getting agitated all of a sudden that Jojo did something to him. But we don't know what transpired between Jojo and Oyanda that made Oyanda act so erratically that day on Saturday after the Saturday night party. But Big Brother has sorted it out. He has been issued a strike, and Big Brother also reprimanded all of the housemates for failing to heed to his rules, also for not drinking responsibly, and a lot of bad things that this housemate has been doing since the show, faltering Biggie's rules, not to, in fact, every bad thing, not obeying the rules, the regulation, feeling like this is their house, not remembering that they are guests in Big Brother's house. So all of that, Big Brother reprimanded them and also told Oyanda and the housemate that from now henceforth, that punishment, severe punishment, must be dealt to whomever breaks Big Brother's rules. Upon the strike that Oyanda got, Big Brother also told him to wait for his punishment, that his punishment will come in no time, in due time. Sorry, that his punishment will come in due time. So as this week progresses, we'll see what Big Brother's punishment is going to be for Oyanda. Maybe this time around he's going to pick some rice, or maybe he's going to untie some shoes. We are not sure. Biggie is always very strict when it comes to his punishment. With that aside, the next topic of today is the head of house game, and it came as a shock. It's not a shocker, but I think for me and some of the other people, other viewers that are watching, it's a massive feat for this person. I'm talking about Nsuku. For some of you that are not aware, Nsuku is the head of house. Yes, and she beat Jojo as the second runner-up. So, Jojo is the second runner-up, and two of them competed for the finale of the head of house. And luckily for her, she got the prize of the head of house. And watch the game that they played that got her to the Big Brother played three different games, three levels of game: first level, second level, and third level. So the first level, Big Brother called it something about a crime scene detective or something about detecting. And in fact, just Big Brother tested their memory. That's what the game is all about, because Big Brother showed them countless pictures, scenes, and everything, and asked them question one after the other. They have to write it down. Whomever gets the most perfect score advances to the next stage. And for the first stage, Big Brother only shows four housemates, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't write it down. If I think it was Nate, Mshini, Nsuku, and what's his name again? Swiss, yes. So Swiss was once again in midst of three female. And remember what happened when the whole Big Brother head of house challenger was still in play, that Swiss nominated some of the ladies. In fact, mostly ladies to compete with him, and ended up losing the head of the house title to Jojo. So that was what exactly happened today. He was competing with three different ladies again, and he failed. He was left out. And for the final stage, we had Jojo and Nsuku competing. So for this last competition, Big Brother put a box, and around the box were chains and keys, chains up to 10 to 15 keys, if I'm not mistaken. So Big Brother gave them a bunch of keys that they opened from the second game. The second game they opened, and they got a key. So from that key, they will use it to open the lock on the chains, and then open the box and retrieve whatever is inside the box, a red envelope. So after much playing, Nsuku finally opened the box, and inside the envelope was a logo of the Mlilo head of house key or symbol, and automatically declared Nsuku as the new head of house for week 8. So a massive congratulations to her. And for her roommate, Big Brother gave her the opportunity to choose a roommate, and she chose none other than Mshini. And remember, guys, Mshini is the head of house, and during her reign as the head of house, she chose Nsuku to be the roommate, and now Nsuku returned the favor. So I would say indirectly or directly, Mshini is the only housemate that have stayed in that head of house room twice in a row, if I'm not mistaken. I think Mshini is the only housemate that have stayed in that head of house twice in a row. And before I continue with the nomination process, I would like to urge all 8 of you that are watching me to please drop me a like, guys. Drop me a like if you are enjoying what I'm doing. Please drop me a like, and I'll appreciate that. But if you feel like not liking, I won't judge you. Don't like. But all I'm saying, it will go a very, very long way. The more you like, the more YouTube promotes this video. That's what I keep saying. Like, subscribe, comment. It will promote this video on the long run. So thank you. Vuvu, go live, please. I am so sorry, Google. I don't know if this is this is your first time joining us after a very long time. But I'm sorry to break your heart. This channel is not going live anymore. I am so sorry. This is the only live you are going to be seeing right now. Just me commenting and talking about everything that is going on. But I can't go live and show you what is going on inside the house. I want to monetize this channel, and if I keep going live, I cannot monetize this channel. That is why I decided, you know what, the best way for me to monetize and still keep the relationship that we've built is to keep coming live like this. Whenever something happens, I come live, I share the update, and I interact with each and every one of you. But to go live and see what is going on the show, I can't do it. Okay, K12 Don, who is up for nomination. That is what I wanted to discuss before I said, okay, let me answer Vuvu's question. So let me give you guys the list of housemates that are up for nomination. But before I do that, let me just call out how this housemate nominated and the reasons why they nominated. So like we all know from the beginning, for some of you that has just joined in, Uyanda got a strike today for what transpired between him and Jojo on a Saturday after the Saturday night party. So Big Brother issued him a strike today, and some other punishment are still pending, and he will be met with some other punishment throughout this week. We don't know yet, but will be on the lookout. So here, and Nsuku is the head of house. I'm just repeating it for some of you that are just joining. Nsuku is the head of house, and for roommate, she chose Mshini to be her roommate. So here are housemates and how they nominated with reasons. First off, for the nomination, Big Brother called this week. Big Brother chose to do the diary room nomination. So first person that was called in was Swiss. So Swiss was called, and he said that the reason why the people that he's nominating are Uyanda and Sipesile. And here is his reason. He believed that what transpired between Jojo and Uyanda yesterday was very bad, and he is from a family where female like Jojo go through this, and what Oyanda did kind of brought up some memories for him, and he didn't like that. So for that, he's nominating Oyanda. His second nomination was Sipe Sitle. And the reason why he gave that he's nominating Sipe Sitle is because he feels like it is time for Sipe Sitle to stand on her own. I don't know what that means because I haven't seen Sipe Sitle with anybody other than herself in that house. But it is what it is. We don't see everything going on in the house. Only these housemates see it. Next person was Abobo. So Abobo, before the nomination process, there was this conversation Abobo, Swiss, and BK was having, and I think the topic of that conversation was about Nate and how Nate reacted to and what Nate said about Abobo and his friendship with Oyanda. Why hasn't Abobo said something to Oyanda? Whereas Abobo is saying to BK that I have already spoken to Oyanda, telling him that what he did on Saturday was bad. So why is Nate bringing it up right now? Telling everybody that I didn't speak to Oyanda, whereas I have spoken to Oyanda. So for that reason, Abobo was like, you know what, she has been accusing me for something that I did not do, saying that I did not speak to Oyanda, whereas I did. So for that reason, I am nominating her for lying with my name. And the second person that Abobo nominated was Swiss. And guys, I told you, you see Swiss, Abobo, and Oyanda, these three people, every week, one of them is going to nominate each other. So for Abobo, he nominated Swiss, and the reason why he nominated Swiss, he says Swiss. Sorry guys, he said Swiss is a very big competition. Okay, Kwanele Pumi, thank you for joining us. If you haven't liked the video, use this opportunity and drop us a like. I will appreciate that. And for the head of house is Nsuku. So if it's your fave, very big congratulations. Nsuku is the head of house. And for roommate, she shows Mshini. And also, Oyanda was issued a strike today before the nomination process started. Moving on, guys. Big brother called in Jojo, and Jojo nominated BK and Mshini. And the reason Jojo nominated BK, she said that BK is a threat to her game. And for Mshini, she feels like Mshini has not been nominated throughout this season, and Mshini is also a competition to her, that Mshini is petty like her, that Mshini is young, it's more like her, and during the arena game and the head of house game, that Mshini is so competitive. So for that reason, she's saying Mshini as a competition, and she is going to nominate her. Next in line was Oyanda. Oyanda nominated Mshini, and he feels like Mshini hasn't put herself in the game, and she would like to see Mshini in the game also, that Mshini hasn't been up for possible eviction, so that's why he is nominating Mshini. And the next person that he nominated is Jojo, and he said that as a grown person, that yes, that what he did to Jojo was bad, but Jojo should learn to take accountability for her action, that what transpired between her and Jojo, that Jojo is making it look like he is a mad person, but Jojo in herself knew what she did, knew what happened between them, that made him react the way he reacted on Saturday. So for Jojo not taking accountability for what happened and making him look like a mad person, that he is nominating Jojo. And I also felt like, okay, Biggie, you didn't show us everything, so I can't just side with one person based on one-sided message. No, if I want to analyze something like this and share my opinion, I will have to say, okay, what happened between these two people. But right now, we're just judging these two people, Jojo and Oyanda, based on one-sided video that we saw of Oyanda getting angry and acting like we didn't see what happened between them. And I can't say, yes, what Oyanda did was bad. Yes, he should be disqualified. But no, if I am to share my own opinion about Oyanda's and Jojo's Wasbos, I'm going to say whatever it is that transpired between them and whatever happened on Saturday is not a guarantee for disqualification. Take me anywhere. What Oyanda did, yes, he acted like a caveman, but that is not a guarantee for disqualification. And with Big Brother issuing him a strike, I think that is a very good, I think a very good punishment that is in line with the kind of baton that he did. So the strike is a very good thing. So moving on, guys, we had a Sipe Siple. So Sipe Siple nominated Sweet Guluva and Mshini. And the reason why he nominated these two people, for her, she feels like Sweet Guluva hasn't been mentioned often in the house. That Sweet Guluva doesn't stand up for possible nomination on a weekly basis. And for Mshini,